Hey, so we're at the next property flip right across the street from the previous one we just finished. It is 7836 Brompton Street. We're gonna walk through the property and cover the details of kind of what I'll be doing to this property. I'm gonna keep kind of, it's the same exact floor plan, so I'm not gonna change up too much considering I got really good feedback from the people that came and toured the home at that one. So I'm like, hey, why? It's not broke, don't fix it, right? So we're gonna walk through and see kind of just, there's a couple changes or a little few differences, but generally, honestly, it's the same layout. So I'll be doing very much of the same thing here. But for starters, I gotta replace these bottom windows. So the seller had at some point replaced the top windows, but not the bottom ones. So that one, I factored into my rehab budget to replace those. I'm going to paint this door here, and I'm still deciding what color. So this time I'm not gonna replace the siding because it's actually in decent shape. So we're gonna power wash and make any repairs that's necessary, but we're not gonna replace it. And we're gonna do a new roof because it definitely needs one desperately. And new gutters as well, new soffit. And then I'm deciding what color scheme I'm gonna do for the front, as far as the shutter color and the front door color and the storm door color. So I'm thinking between blue, black, and gray and deciding kind of what I'm gonna add to it. So we'll take a look inside, and they're currently working on mudding some drywall right now, but we started on this property, today is day 4. So there's 3 things that this home lacks that the other home had that I thought kind of made that more desirable than this home. So that is, it doesn't have 2 driveways like the other property. It does not have a fireplace, and it does not have a back screen-in porch. So over here, what we're gonna try to do to enhance some of the features of this home to make it as desirable as that one, so that somebody will buy it, obviously, because that's the goal at the end of these flips, for somebody to purchase a home. So out here, the tons of weeds, poison ivy, whatever. We're gonna remove all of that. We're putting up a 6-foot privacy fence around. So it's gonna definitely help enclose the backyard and give it that sense of privacy that it needs, as well as somebody can see what the potential is, what they could do in this yard in the back. But right now you can't see anything. And here in the kitchen, I'm excited about it because, so at the other property, I realized that we took out the wall here at the top, the bulkhead, and we saw that it was empty. However, on this side, there's a support beam, so we could not remove it. So at the other property, I just decided, well, I'll just keep it all uniform and not bring the cabinets up to the ceiling, but I love to bring them up to the ceiling if I can. So in here, what we're going to do is we're going to move the sink, which is right here where I'm pointing. We're gonna move it by the window so it matches kind of what the other property is. And then people like having a sink that looks out to the window. So we're gonna move that there. The refrigerator was once here, and this isn't structural, so this is gonna come down. And the refrigerator was over here, but we're gonna place it here. We're gonna close one of the windows again. So it'll just be this one, but I think it's gonna be kind of centered a little bit. And then, so we'll have the fridge, cabinet, window, Lazy Susan, corner cabinet. And then here, we're gonna be able to take the cabinets to the ceiling, which is gonna give it a different look. And then this will be all open. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have an island here, and then it's going to turn. So it'll be like a curved island. So you'll have this straight line, and then you'll have cabinet space here as well. So you'll be able to put bar stools all around. So it's gonna give it a more open feel, and it's gonna have definitely more cabinet space as well. we're in the entry level now, and so some money savers here that, well, it kind of sucks because like certain things that property had, this one doesn't, and vice versa. So over here, this was all wood paneling in the other house, and at some point the seller had drywalled all this, so that means I don't have to do it, which is great. I'm just having to paint in here, but and then add the flooring. But the other setback for this one is I gotta replace, he had the water heater replaced at some point within the last few years, but not the HVAC system. This HVAC system, this furnace literally is from the original build of the house. This house was built in 1963. And I'm just like, when I was going through everything with him, whenever we were determining making our offer, I asked him, had he replaced the furnace? And he's like, nah, that's the original. And I'm like the original? And he's like, yeah. And we were just talking about how they don't make things like they used to, I guess. And so I was just really surprised that impressed as well, that was the original HVAC system. In this bathroom, so the contractor, whenever they did the demo, they discovered that it was just dead space on this side where the plumbing comes down. So he's like, do you want to make the shower bigger? Because you can. And I was like, oh, that'd be nice. I wish I could do it upstairs, but you know, the fact that we're going to be able to make it, so if originally it was like 44 inches, and he said that we'll actually be able to make about close to 60 inches. So it's going to be a large shower in this house, which is nice, because I'm looking for things that I could do to this house to make it as appealing as the other one, because it does lack some things structurally that I cannot change. The other thing we're trying to do to help like enhance the features of this home is that we're gonna drywall all this off and paint the whole interior of this, so it'll look finished versus unfinished like the other one. So we're hoping, you know, with these few changes that it will serve the purpose of selling the house. And of course, all the appliances are being replaced, all new cabinetry, everything is going to be new, just like the other house as well. And the budget for this house is, I'm looking at $95,000 total. Hopefully it could stay under that a little bit, closer to $90,000, but based on the numbers I've been estimating, based on getting quotes of certain things, it looks like we'll probably be about $95,000 in on this deal.